think that we've been talking about that for a long time in this country, and I think that the coaches are beginning to recognize that Nigerians, yes, we want to win, but we also want some level of honesty, because it has also a little drawback on our international image, especially in that age grade competition.
Yes, this team is very young, like we all have observed and noticed, and they also play like children. So because when children play, you see they play like children. They run around a lot, and the whole lot of techniques and tactics that you want to see them exhibit, they're not able to exhibit it because they are yet children.
Despite losing the final to Côte d'Ivoire 5-4 on penalties, observers were pleased with the team's performance in the competition.
Sometimes you lose too, because it's a game, so be able to look at performance. When you win, how do you perform? When you lose, what was your performance like? You could lose and we can still say you gave it a good fight.
However, opinions differ on what should be done with the team.
No place is reserved for anybody. It's always it has always been and will always be a survival of the fittest. So for any of the young lads that wants to progress in football and make football a career, it's for him to work hard.
At this age is not the age they will start talking about going to play professional. They should talk about go to where they could be groomed, complete their education if they have not done so, and then begin to nurture their career. Before you know it now, some of them will be taken to Ukraine, taken to Poland, and then they get lost in the system.
But there is no doubt that the next generation of football stars have just been discovered. As the football world looks forward to the FIFA Under-17 Championship in the United Arab Emirates, Nigerian fans expect the Eaglets to improve on their performance.
Yeah, the Golden Eaglets scored plenty of goals and are the second best team in Africa. Well, let me quickly ask your opinion, gentlemen. Yemi, at this level, we've said it several times, it's not too much about the winning, but now we are seeing the attitude of Nigerians, our temperament is that we always want to win. People are talking about revamping the squad, bringing new players, doing this, sitting up. I don't understand exactly what is going on. This is under 17. This is like a bunch of boys that beat somebody 7-0, beat somebody 6-1, beat somebody 4-2, and we were praising them.
I remember today, I mean, getting tired of looking for adjectives when he was trying to describe these guys because of how awesome some of us thought they were, and now because they've lost one or two games, we're now saying they should be overhauled. I think it's an attitude problem with most of us as Nigerians. We always want to win. We don't care if that winning will come at a price, and our winning has always come at a price. We don't develop. We win, yes. I think we should. The fact that we have a couple of young lads that might be on the scene for the next 10, 12 years should be good enough for anybody. But now, I don't really know. I don't have any problem with that team. I might have one or two questions, maybe the technical input of the coaches, but with the players, the fact that we've been able to throw up some young lads who could probably compete with their counterparts in Africa, a squad that most of us are set with a truly young squad. I think I'm satisfied with that.
Okay. Well, in case you missed out on what happened over the weekend, let's see if we can get you the confirmation of results of the matches played over the weekend. We had the third place game played on Saturday. We had the final match also played on Saturday, and both games ended on penalties. The third place and the final matches were both decided on penalties. Marathon penalty for the third place, Tunisia winning, I think 12-11. And of course, Nigeria losing 5-4 to Côte d'Ivoire on penalties in the final match. So, well, when you lose on penalties, gentlemen, Tunde, you really do not fall the team. 1-1 at full time, and Côte d'Ivoire winning 5-4, as you can see on your screen. Tunisia, Morocco also ending in a draw, and then 12-11 on penalties. So, no, 4 teams are going to represent Africa. They can be proud of how well they performed.
Absolutely. And losing on penalties, some people will say it is probably the cruelest way to lose a game. But I'd rather lose on penalties than lose 5-0 or 6-0. And I think this team has done remarkably well to get to this stage. We might have lost the battle, but I don't think we've lost the war. And it would be a travesty if anyone starts chopping and changing this team. It was no team is ever perfect. Every team is always in a constant state of rejuvenation. I think this team has done very well so far, but it will be an absolute travesty if we start chopping and changing. Memories of Nigeria 99 when we had a very good team who got to the final in Ghana, the African Under-20 Championship, only for that team to be completely overhauled for the World Youth Championship proper in Nigeria, and we know how that team disappointed a lot of Nigerians. For me, this is the success is that we have a very vibrant, exciting, young team, in quotes,
that have been together for quite a while.
For quite a while. So for me, success for this team is not necessarily winning the African Youth Championship. It's not necessarily winning the World Under-17
FIFA Under-17
Championship. For me, the success story will be seeing 4 or 5 of these players again in Morocco in 2017. At the senior level, at the Nations Cup. That for me will be success. So I'm not bothered by the fact that we have to understand and limit our expectations at this level. It is purely developmental learning. When they start graduating to the under-20, under-23 level, then we can start placing burdens and expectations on them.
All right, so I think that's the message. The FIFA Under-17 World Cup is still a few months away. It's September, October, I think. But instead of chopping and changing, as Tunde has said, strengthen that team, expose them the more, play more games, work on their weaknesses, let them correct those mistakes, and then make them better before the World Cup. Instead of bringing a fresh set of boys who will not face the same kind of test that these guys have faced in Morocco, because there's no tournament anymore before the World Cup takes place later in the year at the United Arab Emirates. So, wish Manu Garba and the boys the best of luck. We are told no reception for the team, no official party. I mean, you understand what we mean. Next time, the coaches will want to win at all costs. But let's see how it goes. Once again, wish the boys all the best of luck. But let's step up now very quickly and talk about something that is happening this time in a couple of weeks from now. Nigeria, very busy month of June. We have World Cup qualifier against Kenya and Namibia. We have FIFA Confederations Cup in Brazil. For me, the most important thing, World Cup qualifiers. We can afford to lose anyhow, well, in quotes, at the Confederations Cup. But if we have a World Cup ticket, fantastic for us. But the news, Yemi, Emmanuel Emenike is out for Nigeria. Is out. Back from injury after staying out for 2 months. After a fantastic performance at the Africa Cup of Nations. Played his first game for his club, picked up another injury, could be out for another 2 months. Massive blow.
Massive blow.
Big blow. Big blow.
If you really have crucial games in a short time and a coach is forced to rely on the players is used and players that have worked well in some certain formations, you would understand that this is a massive blow. If you're looking at a player who probably understand how it works. We brought in Obafemi Martins last time out, even though I feel that it's too early to judge him. But for me, I feel Emenike probably, because he's played with these guys, he understands, he knows how to shift, rotate, and play with the guys up front. It would have been a good addition to the squad if he was fit. Now that he's injured, I don't know what options Keshi is left with. I'm not saying there are no.
We are struggling without him. I mean, yes. we are struggling without him. Final of the Nations Cup, we struggled. Only one goal, Sunday Mba. Against Kenya, struggled. Goal in the 93rd minute. Now we have to do without this guy. And we don't even know who fills in for him and can carry the burden of getting the goals for us. It's a big blow.
It is.
I mean, I'm not talking about the Confederations Cup, I'm talking about the World Cup qualifiers.
I'm talking about the Super Eagles as they are currently constituted now. The Nations Cup was the tournament where Emmanuel Emenike actually came of age. Before, in the past, playing in games, in friendly matches, and in competitive games for the Super Eagles, a lot of people didn't really take to him as such. But after the Nations Cup, he more than warmed his way. He now has, in fact, he has built a 2-bedroom duplex in everybody's hearts now because of the quality of his performance. Powerful, tireless, selfless performance. And for me, I think he's now an integral part of how the Super Eagles play. We saw how he was a major loss, struggling in the final against Burkina Faso, struggling tremendously against Kenya, and it was a sore miss. For me, the closest person, like for like, would have been Victor Anichebe. But Anichebe is currently going through a period of